Hi, and welcome to the Holly C Podcast, a show about expressing your brilliance with ease and flow. I'll show you how to take the woo-woo out of the clouds and apply it to real life for effortless action. This show is for world changers and future world changers, so if you know there's more to life and you're wondering what's next, this is your show. Hi, I'm Holly, your host. I'm a speaker, author, teacher of health, wellness, vitality, and spirituality, and also a dragon spirit guide. This episode is going to conclude our 5-part series, Connecting to the 5 Elements. In traditional Chinese medicine, there is a branch of study that links the organs to different elements in nature. In the previous 4 episodes, we explored connecting with the elements of, in no particular order, of earth, metal, fire, and wood. There's just one more element, which is water, and we're saving the best for last, because water is associated with the kidneys in Chinese medicine, and your kidneys are considered to be the battery for your body to store your life force energy. Now, in Chinese medicine, there are various ways to recharge what's referred to as your kidney jing, your kidney battery, life force energy. But one that is not discussed, which we are going to discuss today, is how following your passions recharges your life force energy. So you simply have to look at how you're feeling when you're doing work that is not in alignment with your soul's calling. The less in alignment it is, the ickier you feel from your job. You feel exhausted when you get home. You feel bored. You feel restless when you're at work. But when you're doing something that you're passionate about, you're energized. You could stay up all night doing it. And just to let you know, it's actually past midnight and I'm recording a podcast. That goes to show how much energy there is for me when I am sharing these messages from the universe with you. So we're just going to tap into the energy of water and learn what lessons we can learn from water. I mean, there's those obvious ones about flow, but is there a deeper message that the universe wants to share with us right now? So we're going to enter the dragon spirit space to connect with water and hear what messages are in the water. And that was a bit of a pun there if you've ever heard of Dr. Emoto. He did a lot of research into water and projecting emotions onto water. And he came up with a technique for freezing the water and taking pictures of the ice crystals. And what he discovered was that the water actually changed its appearance based on the emotions that were imparted upon it. The little crystals formed from the water where love was sent to the water. Those crystals were magnificent, beautiful, whereas the water where negative emotions and hate and negative words were directed at it, those crystals were misshapen and, for lack of a better word, quote-unquote, ugly. So let's hear what messages there are from the universe expressed through water. And we're going to listen in by entering the dragon spirit space. This is where you are most connected with your dragon spirit. Everybody has a dragon spirit inside them. It's that voice within that craves adventure, exploration, and excitement. And it is your connection to your passions. And through that connection, that's how you can hear the universe. Hear the wisdom from your soul and get clarity and insights to guide you in your life path. So we're going to enter the dragon spirit space by taking 3 dragon breaths. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you feel like letting out a sigh or sound like a ha as you breathe out, go ahead and do so. So let's begin. Place your hand on your heart, awareness to your heart, and breathe in deeply into your chest. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Ha. And again in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ha. And once more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ha. Now, the element of water that you're going to connect with, it isn't about connecting with the water on the planet in terms of like lakes or rivers or oceans. This is about connecting with the water within. Your body is composed of a large percentage of water. Your cells are made up of water. Now, how did you manage to overlook the most obvious water connection? Breathe in through your nose. Easy, relaxed breath out. And if you feel like relaxing your hand, no need to keep it on your heart any longer. Yeah, your heart's still there, pumping blood. What's blood made out of? Water. And again, breathe in through your nose. Easy, relaxed breath out. Water is a metaphor for life. Just as we need air, we need water to thrive. And I'm not talking about the water you drink. I'm talking about the water in your body. You need water in order for you to exist on this physical plane. Without water, you'd be kind of all dried up. You wouldn't have blood. You wouldn't have sweat. You wouldn't have tears. You would quite simply cease to exist. So why are you here? And why are you here with so much water? Why are you composed of so much water? Breathe in through your nose. Easy, relaxed breath out. Perhaps you can bring your attention to your mouth. Saliva. Water there. Bring your attention to your eyes. In the tear ducts, water ready to spill forth. If you were to get up, run around the block very vigorously, water, sweat would come from your pores. Breathe in through your nose and come through your pores. Now, do you have a greater appreciation of the water inside you? It's not just drinking water that you need. It's you that you need. Is there a separation of the water from who you are? Does it really make sense to extract the water from the blood, to categorize it, separate it, to say how much of your saliva is actually water, how much of it is liquid, how much of your tears is actually liquid, but how much of it is composed of other elements? It doesn't make sense because everything is integrated. And just as we see water on this planet as a separate thing, the bodies of water, the oceans, the rivers, the creeks, the rain, they're not really separate. What about the water that is stored underground? What about the water that soaks into the soil? How do you separate that? What about mud? Is it water? Is it sand? Is it dirt? The moisture in the trees, in the animals, in a camel's hump. Can you really segregate that? Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. So this 5-part series on the 5 elements was about categorizing, breaking things down into elements, separating. But there is no separation. That's the message from water, that you cannot extract it Yes, the mind and science believes it can separate water from other elements, other materials, keep it in a glass, in a beaker, in a test tube. But what about evaporation? Eventually that water goes into the air. Clouds, are they air? Are they water? Lava, molten rock, is that liquid? Is it solid? How much of it has water in it? And now we're starting to bend the categorization, because water is H2O, isn't it? You can't just melt something and call it water. But many elements melted down are comprised of different molecules that can create water. You can break down elements and produce water. So try as humankind, humankind loves to categorize and separate and organize. But really, you can label it what you want, but that water is never truly separated without a great deal of effort. And many times it cannot be separated. The idea of separation is just a guess, an estimate. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. So as you go about your week, notice how much categorization and separation you do, how much organizing, labeling, and recognize that regardless of what you label something, good, bad, up, down, happy, sad, there is no separation. It is all one. There is no separation between you and others. There is no separation between the oceans and the land. There is no separation of the earth from the solar system, from the universe. It is all one. They are all one. And we recognize that this message is one that your mind will ponder and not quite understand, and will try to extract the meaning from it. How can you take this and use it to have more flow in your life? Well, how can you? The answer has already been revealed to you. It is all one. Whatever you are experiencing, even if you label it as resistance, it is flow. You just don't realize it. You're just trying to categorize it. What if you just let go of all that? Then you'd really be in the flow. And on that note, we will exit the dragon spirit space. And I'm getting direction from the universe just to speak a bit more about this meditation, because it definitely is one where the mind is trying to grasp and understand. But let's first exit the dragon spirit space. So hand on your heart, breathe in through your nose, and breathe out. And again, in through your nose, and breathe out. And once more, in through your nose, and once more, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. So the key takeaway from this meditation, one, was definitely to confuse your mind, to point out that the mind, heart, body, soul, they're not separate. They're categorizations that we come up with to label things, but everything is one. And so everything that you want and desire is not separate from you. Everything is one. And let that be your mantra for this week. Just repeat it to yourself while you're standing in line. Everything is one. When somebody cuts you off while you're driving and you feel irritated or frustrated, everything is one. When you look at where you want to be and how far away that is from where you are right now, everything is one. And as you repeat this mantra, you will see things start to shift, and you will start to see more and more that everything is one. And speaking of one, in 1 week, there will be another episode, because a new episode of the Holly C Show is available every Monday morning up until we get to episode 84. And I want to thank you for joining me on this journey of creating a body of work of podcast episodes to help you express your brilliance with ease and flow. And you can find every episode on my website at www.hollyc.com. While you're checking out my website, you might want to sign up for my weekly wisdom newsletter. At the start of each week, I tune into the universe and share a channeled message to help guide and support you for the week. I look forward to reconnecting with you again soon. Bye for now.